Hey guys, I got a couple interesting things going on today. Had a friend drop over this piece of walnut here. It's probably about 7 inches thick, maybe something like that. It's been sitting outdoors for a while, but one of his neighbors, a gal, she's single. Anyway, her husband passed away a while back, and apparently this walnut tree had some sentimental value to her anyway. We're going to see if we can make a nice little tabletop out of it. And also, got a piece of box elder up here on sawmill. I was going to start filming before I started to slice it, but I actually started to slice it already, and it's going to be some really cool stuff out of here. I'll show you what I'm doing. You kind of see a couple cut lines in there right now. It's going to make some cool signs and tabletops and stuff like that. Okay, actually I decided I'd see if I can film with one hand and pull a slice off with the other hand. Just make some really cool stuff for making signs out of. Nope, hard to do with one hand here. Flip it over. I'm gonna set this thing down over here on the cement. There. Now, is that gonna make a cool sign for somebody or what? And then the next one, this is the top side of it, but when I get it flipped over, it's gonna be a really cool tabletop. Check this out. See, you can kind of see it's gonna be an odd shaped thing. It's especially down here. It's really be pretty cool. This end down here will be too, but I got to get this off on the forks of the tractor. It's a little too heavy to do by hand, and especially with one hand, but I'll show you more. A lot of people would think a log like that is junk, but you can make some pretty cool stuff out of things like this. I don't know if you guys have ever seen box elder before or not, but I'm just getting through the sapwood. When you get down into the heartwood, it's got red in it. Some people say it's like it's on fire. So you can see a little bit of the red here in this knot. A little bit of the red coming through right here. I didn't get all the sawdust off of it yet, but can't see it in that one yet. But probably on the other side of that one when I flip it over, which matches up to this, be a little bit right there. In that area on that piece over there also. That's going to make a really cool tabletop there. Don't know if I'll use some resin around it or just what I'm going to do with it, but it's a neat piece. And this is going to get prettier as we cut down through it. Can't wait to see it. Here's that piece after I flipped it over. The one that matched up to the big log out there. You can see the red right there. A little bit of red where that knot is. A little bit starting to come through in here. It's just a neat shape because the way that log looked like junk, the way it was curved and everything. And like I said, I'm anxious to see what I'm going to do with it, but we'll figure something cool out. Now to cut the next piece, see if we can get down into more of them red veins in there. It's a little bit hard to slide this thing. It's going to be pretty heavy. As you can see, it's still pretty green. Got sprouts coming off of it. I had to cut it down because it was in the way for the guy to come out and do the dry well or the septic tanks. Drop 2 septic tanks in and put in a drain field, but that's over that way, the other side of that black snowmobile trailer. But we'll get this thing slid off of here, maybe. Let's see if almost feeling like it's wanting to rain pretty soon. It's clouding up pretty good, but I'll show you guys what we got down here. Flip this thing around a minute. This is some beautiful wood, and we're not even down to the heart of it yet, but I can just see just the colors and the shapes. All the, you can see in the where it healed over, something was, there used to be a limb here that healed over, Another limb came off there, got cut off a long time ago, healed over. And then up there, you can see there used to be a limb where that knot is in there, in the end there. And I haven't even, and this is what the underside of that one there is going to look like. When I flip that over, it'll look like this on the other side with all this color in it. Just so neat. And like I said, we're still just at the beginning of it. As we get deeper, it'll be more and more color and more. I'm just starting to get into some crotch figure in here and everything, so it's gonna be pretty cool. Oh, what do you think? Is that gonna make a nice looking tabletop? I think so. But I also think that this piece here, I think I'm going to flip that over, put that flat side down, and start cutting it from the other way. What I'll do is I'll start working my way down from the top and leave, roughly 3 inches on the bottom, maybe 3 1/4, 3 1/2, we'll see. But that way I'll actually have 1 or 2 unique shaped pieces here, and 1 or 2 unique shaped pieces there. When I flip it over, those will be sticking up on each end. And as I cut through there, I'll have a piece come off of each end that'll be uniquely shaped and start getting into some good stuff. And the best stuff will be right in the middle as I get to the center. So, actually we're about to the center and part of it. Anyway, it's fun. I love doing this stuff. Okay, I got it rolled over, flat side down. And like I was saying, if I cut that off, I'll have one weird shaped piece here, one weird shaped piece here, maybe a couple on this end sticks up a little bit higher. We'll see how it goes. Get it down on here. It did start to sprinkle a little bit, but barely coming down now. Just a couple little sprinkles on the tractor seat. Fork hitting one of the cross members. You can do that. That's a little better. Okay. Fork's spinning this over there. Fork's spinning this over here. And so we slide it off of there. Guess maybe I won't get to that walnut piece today. That one there, it might have to be a tomorrow project. So I don't know if I'm going to get this one all done right now or not. We'll see. Depends on the rain mostly. Pretty good. if I'll get to flip both these over and show you what they both look like today or not. Keep getting sprinkle on. Oh, I see a deer down there. Let's see if we got on film down there. Whoops. Right down there. Saw a buck up here earlier. Wasn't the greatest buck you've ever seen. It had, whoops, where am I going here? I'm looking down there in the field instead of on the camera. The buck I saw earlier today had one horn on the right hand side. It was about 6-inch long spike. And that's all I had. Reminded me of that cartoon with the bear and the deer and all that stuff. But anyway, better shrink this back down here. So, got one piece there. And another piece down here. We got those pieces over there. And it's all pretty cool stuff. These make really nice markers if you have a pet that passed away. You can engrave their names in there. I've got one already that says Zeus, one that says Gizmo. I still have to make one that says Luna. And the other day, one of the neighbors out back here, Lisa, she had to have her horse Bishop put down that she's had forever. And she had me come down and dig a hole for him. And then I came back, got the telehandler and some straps around him and lowered him down in. And then I went back again with the excavator and covered him up. And I'm going to make her a sign that says Bishop too. I think she'll appreciate that. Guys, you got to see this. I was going to flip both of them over and then get a picture of both of them at the same time, or a video or whatever. But got the first one done, and I got to look at this one here. Let me get up on top of here a minute. Get over here where I can see them both. Okay, so there's the slab that came off. So that'd be mirror image of this. That is just gorgeous. Wow, that is too cool. And I still got that piece there to take off, which is going to be really uniquely shaped because the cutout in the tree, they're not cut out, but so it's going to be wide here, and then it's going to come back in and back out again. Maybe I can slide it a little bit, kind of show you. Like, I can kind of see what shape it's going to be there. Sorry, I accidentally shut the camera off. I was so excited I hit the wrong button. This is the side that I just peeled off. The second piece of that cut. This is probably, it's about 4 foot long from here to the end of the cut down there. And then, let me make sure I don't trip here. I'm just standing on the tubes of the mill here. It's about 2 foot off the ground. And this one here, that's the one you already saw. And here's the one. Let me get up here a minute. Okay. There's the first one that came off over there. Talk about flames. Wow. And this one here doesn't have quite as many, but it's still beautiful. This is the second one that came off over there. And then that one there came off of here. Already got some ideas for some pretty neat table bases. Can't wait to get started. Unfortunately, I have a whole lot of house I still got to work on, but every once in a while I get squeezed in a day doing something like this. It makes it all worth it. Well, I finished cutting that big box elder up a little while ago, and I put this walnut slab up here. I trimmed the other side first. The flare is on top right now, so this is the bottom of the stump that they got it out of. The other side is nice and flat with no voids. The skinny side, the smaller side, but this side here, see, the flare goes up, so it's upside down from the way it naturally grew right now. I was trying to save as much of it as possible, but they got a pretty deep cut right there with a chainsaw that I didn't notice at first, so I'm gonna have to go down another probably 2 inches. Right now I'm at 5.5 inches thick, so probably gonna end up around 3.5, 3.25, something like that. Be nice to have a tabletop that thick for the little coffee table thing they're gonna do. But, and maybe they'll even let me build the table for them. I got a couple of pretty cool table bases already for something. We'll see.
There's some strange color in this walnut.
Yes, there is. This is Jim Miller, a good friend of mine, and he brought some walnut logs over here a little while back, and we just got around to cutting them. We got a broom in there we could sweep them off with, but those are really going to be pretty. They are nice big logs. I didn't even measure the width on that. Looks like we're probably 32, maybe something like that, roughly.
36 down.
Yeah, down at the butt end, probably a good 36, 38, something like that. Very cool. Hey, real quick, just short version. How did you come across these walnut logs?
A good friend of mine's son-in-law's a tree cutter in the Detroit area, and he called me up and said if I was interested in them.
So you went all the way from over here by Delton, Plainwall area?
Inkster, Michigan, and picked up 15,000 pounds worth of log.
Wow. Man, oh man. So cool. That don't happen every day. Getting all the equipment worked out today. Well, maybe not the excavator, but everything else.